Good morning. I'm the center manager at the Virginia Workforce Center, so we thought we'd give you a little bit of an overview today. We serve all markets from 14 until whenever you want to quit working. We have specific programs for seniors, and so we'll go through some of those today. We are at Hydraulic Road, if you haven't been by. It is the old Sprint building. It's a 3-story building. That should say Wednesday, 8:30 to 7. We recently extended our hours because we also serve the employed and the underemployed. So if you can't get by during our traditional 8:30 to 4:30 hours, we're late open on Wednesdays. It's known as a one-stop. We were the first in the state. We are the biggest in the state. We have 11 agencies on site, and we'll go through those. Point there. Those eligible for services, pretty much everybody. If you can't find yourself on that list, hang on a second. It'll tell you how you fit. That's you. It's everybody. So these are our community partners. We have others, but we have 56 community partners. These are ones that are on site at least one day per week. The on-site partners include the Virginia Employment Commission, PVCC, Goodwill Industries, Department of Aging and Rehab Services, Division of Rehab Services, the Adult Learning Center, TJ-PED, Virginia Department of Veteran Services, Central Virginia Small Business Development Center, and CSEP, which we'll get back to because that's our senior program. Services for all job seekers. We have core services. Everything from resume development to follow-up services after you've been placed in a job. One of the big take-home messages there is the third from the bottom, labor market information evaluation. That's for employers and job seekers. 90% of jobs are never advertised in any media form. So if you're looking for work, or you have someone who's looking for work, or you're looking for workers, the LMI data is very, very important. You can see what the projected demand is, what demand has been, what education and training is necessary, and the estimated salary range. And for those of you who employ individuals, it's a good thing to go and check and see if you're competitive in the market, because if you're not getting the quality of applicants that you want, you may be pricing yourself out of that market. You may be paying too much, too. We have intensive services for individuals. This is after they have not been able to obtain employment on their own. They include skills assessments, and especially for our seniors, that's a good thing to do, to see what skills they have gained through their life of work. They may not be able to identify things that they've learned, but we can help them with that. We work on an individual career plan, and that's especially important for people who have been out of the workforce or really don't have a directed career path, and we have a lot of young people in that category. But we do a lot of one-to-one assistance with that. We have 3 Workforce Investment Act programs. These are under Title I. We have a dislocated worker for someone who's been terminated or laid off or lost their job through a company closing. We have the Adult Income-Based program. If they're receiving federal aid or state aid, they qualify automatically, including school lunch program. And then we serve the youth market. That program is predominantly to keep kids in school and then transition them to employment. And we have summer employment programs. Lots of kids are working this summer. It's great. We have money to spend. All those programs have $3,500 per individual to spend, and we have lots of money. Lots and lots of money. Yeah. Right. We have hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend, so literally. $3,500 a pop. So CSEP, Senior Community Service Employment Program. This is a federal program that assists individuals 55 and over in gaining employment. What we do is we put them paid on the job 20 hours a week for a nonprofit or state or federal agency, government agency. They are free to the employer. So if you'd like to have a senior come into your agency, nonprofits and federal and state, and do whatever work that you feel they're appropriate for, the idea is for them to build their resume, for somebody who's been out of the market for a while to build skills. We have a lot of seniors come in and they don't have really good computer skills. So we can help them develop that so their resume can reflect that they now have those skills.
Like an internship program.
It's very much like an internship program.
We had a CSEP worker in our office at Piedmont who actually finished her time as CSEP. We hired her part-time.
And that's what we're hoping, that the placement will lead to employment. It doesn't always, but it always builds that resume and helps people with skills development. We also have one-to-one computer tutorials. We have tutors on site. We can run through some that are online. We also do one-to-one tutoring for computer skills. So that's a neat program. Virginia Employment Commission, I'm going to hit the ones for employers because these are the ones that you all are more interested in, I'm sure. When you have an opening, let's say we all decided to form a company. We're going to make widgets. And we have a marketing budget. Do we want to market for advertising for employees, or do we want to market our product? We want to market our product. So you call or go online with the Virginia Employment Commission. You enter the job. You can be very specific. This education, this training, I need this much experience. We will then match you with candidates that are in our system. The Virginia Workforce Connection is at 90%. That's where 90% of the jobs are. If you don't go onto that site, you're missing out on a huge market, both for employees and for jobs yourselves. We provide unemployment insurance tax assistance. We've held job fairs. We held one for Elizabeth, and it works really neat. You just tell us what you need, when you want to be there. We will have them pre-screened with their resume, application filled out if you want that, interview time and interview space. And all of our services at the Workforce Center are free of cost. So we do a lot of stuff for our employer services, because if we don't have employers, we don't have jobs. So Department of Aging and Rehab Services, this is another thing that affects our seniors. They can do vocational counseling, they do evaluation and assessment. They can come on site for you and do an assessment of a home or an agency that needs to become more accessible. And they will do an accessibility plan with you and ways to do that inexpensively and over time so that you don't incur the expense all at once. We have the Thomas Jefferson Partnership for Economic Development. In conjunction with the Small Business Development Center, we can help entrepreneurs with location, finding what the job market is. They do a lot of workforce development in the community, and those are the counties we serve in the city of Charlottesville. Small Business Development Center, this is really of interest, I think, to anybody who wants to start a business. Yes, thank you. We have online classes that are free. We also have in-person classes. QuickBooks is $60. Okay, so if you need somebody with an intro to QuickBooks or you need a refresher on your own skills, it's $60. So a lot of the classes have a small fee. We also provide one-on-one counseling. So if you're having some difficulty, you want to grow your business, give us a call. We'll get you an appointment. And again, no charge. PVCC, we can enroll students. We can do their assessments. We can do their testing. They can take the Career Readiness Certificate. They can be placed into a degree program. We have a counselor on site every day that helps individuals further their education. Virginia Department of Veterans Services, he presented here, so if you needed a refresher, here it is. But he advocates on behalf of veterans, their surviving spouses, and their dependents for all of the federal programs that they are eligible for. And Goodwill, my favorite place. Goodwill does two things. The first 60% is that retail business that you have always seen, and I hope you shop at. The other 40% is workforce development, and that includes jobs campuses. We have one in Stanton, one in Roanoke, for individuals with disabilities or challenges to employment. They have employment programs. We also have the WIA administration, and we are in from Culpeper to Wytheville. That's our territory. So we do a lot of the dislocated worker and youth programs as well as the CSEP program. And I am done talking. Questions?